Oh. Oh. Footsteps wake you up. They turn into creaking as Silas descends down the stairs. You hear the door whine open, then close. Is Silas still upset? You dress yourself and walk downstairs as well. The door to the privy is open, and the 2 buckets are gone. The wooden tub in the middle of the room still looks out of place, far too lavish for the rest of the place. The door swings open. Silas has filled the buckets with water. She places them by the entrance before closing the door behind herself. Hey, what's wrong? It wasn't a strange dream after all. It's real, what you did. She fears you. Should not have shown you that. What should you have done then against those 5 yesterday? We should have run. Does the miss know? Is that why she acts so chummy with you? Has she always known? I think so. Silence falls between you. Silas takes one of the buckets and heads for the privy. I'll go refresh myself. Alright. After you wash away sleep as well, you find her sitting at the table. I don't remember if you know how to use the dagger I gave you. I don't. She hums. When Marane arrives, she brings a basket full of fragrant dark bread sprinkled with olives. Oh god, that sounds so good! Oh, dark bread with olives? Something happened between you two. Silas glares at her. I'll let Silas talk. When Marane doesn't let go of the basket, Silas reaches for the bread inside and starts munching on it. I know your little secret. Oh, which of the many? And do not speak while eating. Silas gulps down her bites before addressing her again. I saw what she can do. And what would that be? I hate when you do that, asking questions when you know the answer. Your answer is clearly different from mine. Look at your face. You're terrified of her. Should you not be in awe instead? Tell me what to think. I am not doing that. I swear I understand what happened myself. I'm sorry. Bickering. I didn't mean to. Silas, I swear I didn't understand what happened myself. So you don't know how you drove those ruffians off? I know how, but not why I can do it. I know why. Jessie, you are beautiful and ethereal. The envoy is something unfathomable. Alright, the halls are a cult. Got it. Heard. Wait. Silas puts the food down. She looks between Marane and you with increased doubts. The goddess? Are you? No way. No. Is the Triune goddess connected to the Abyss? You doubt it. If anything, the two are opposing forces. But are you certain of it? No. Silas jumped to the conclusion herself, and you can already see how her warmth towards you is back. Maybe. Mm-hmm. You have the feeling your answer does not matter. Silas has already made her mind up. What sort of story is she spinning in her head? One that favors you, you hope? How about you leave some breakfast for us all as well? Sorry. The olives add a punch to an otherwise ordinary bread, and when you are done eating, Marane stands up and straightens her dress. That delightful shop we visited some days ago? The Hand of Piety? I'd like to visit it again. I do too. You're gonna buy something? Can I come with you? Let's go. Can I come with you? May I come with you? Of course you can. I want to see the pretty man again. He's so very pretty. Silas leads you there, and you begin to recognize squares and fountains, monuments, and other landmarks. As you approach the pawn shop, you notice a horse in black barding tied outside. That's bad news. We should wait until they're done. Until who is done? Do you see the horse? They're not allowed in the heart unless they're used by high-ranked people of the guilds. The kind you don't want to cross. Speak for yourself. Before Silas can quip back, a man with a black doublet and a cloak, similar to yours, leaves the shop. He tips his hat to you before mounting the horse. It's only when he leaves that Silas resumes breathing. Is the robe man! Cluttered and dusty and full of hidden treasures, the pawn shop is a sight to behold. The owner, Malik was his name, stands out among the chaos in his striking garbs. Good morning, and please forget my frown. Is there anything I can help you with? Not at the moment, no. I will be looking around. His eyes fall on you, but he looks away before you could call it staring. So, what did he want? The frown comes back. The whip? He came to remind me that my position is precarious and that my clothes violate the guild's rules and that I need to be able to take collateral within the Senite. What's a Senite? What's a whip? What is a whip? What are whips? Thank you for the alert, gamer. I'll take good care of everybody. I'll only bite a little bit. Also, I realize Jay, how you doing? You had like, the Daily Star. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Allergies. When he was a boy, there was no need for a uniform. Have your father's tailored to fit you, said the whip. He raised the black doublet cover and observed the extravagant embroidery on the garment. Silver thread on the dyed leather must have cost a fortune. Judging from the size, the father had become portly in his older age. The thought pierces his heart like a thorn, but the whip's stern warning keeps him focused on the present. There is simply not enough material to make his father's doublet fit him, and then his eyes fall on his mother's. So I guess it's like a cop. Oh my god, there are so many items. Holy shit. There's a lot of phrases. I don't think we've come across everything. Roughly 144 turns. Oh, we're actually making some progress. Okay. Hell yeah. What's wrong with your clothes? Members of the Merchants and Crafters Guilds are apparently required to wear black. It's been like that for years. The pieces I need are not yet ready. He sits behind the counter and sighs, and then begins sifting through the piles of papers still there. I want to talk to the owner. He looks far too glad to push the document aside. Yes? His eyes fall on yours, and his words come back to you, in his strange bout of passion. Days ago, you told me something strange. You said you see my eyes in your dreams. The color, yes, it is so rare and unmistakable. Just like anyone else, my dreams are sequences of images string along by no logic. Yet there are always flowers at the corner of my vision, growing among the tiles of a roof and adorning the headdress of a dancer, falling from murmuring lips. For years, they have populated my every dream. Every time I reach out to pluck them, his hand touches the riot of flowers carved into his arm. They wilt before my very eyes. God damn, I love a poetic guy. Him's pretty. When did they start? Around 10 years ago. The flowers were infrequent at first, but gradually infested every single dream. There is something in his tale that you recognize, yet can't quite express. The shadows that dance on his scarred arm acknowledge you, yet do not offer themselves to you. Strange. Could Malik have some ties to the Abyss? But enough about my nights. I don't believe it's proper to talk about them among strangers. We don't have to be strangers. Would you tell me your name then? I believe you already know mine. I'm Chussie. He repeats your name with a smile. Oh boy. And then his hand asks for yours. I will hold his hand. Yippee! He raises it to his lips. They brush against your skin for the briefest moments. So, you're technically working. Right. Anything caught your eye? The man. The man is the one that's caught my eye. Stuffed animals, theater masks, the rose. Seal an item without dust you can see. Malik's fingers reach for the ornament. Carolee's worships the triune goddess, distant as she is, but Javidians pledge themselves to the one of the four winds. The point to the southeast seems to have a sheen to it. You have noticed I am a follower of Slook. Far-reaching, Caroleans call him Shiroko. I like Luke. You enjoy your time in the shop and leave once the bell rings on the half hour. Once you leave, Marane shows you a purchase, a jeweled comb and a bottle of perfumed oil. That's for us, right? For the house? It is. It smells nice as well. I don't think she would have purchased something if it smelled unpleasant. With the Citadel watching over you, you resume your walk. Do you find it easier to orient yourself? Somewhat. Do you think you could reach the rest from here? Of course. You have learned to hold your breath while wading through the alleys to avoid the stench. Sudden noises make you stop in your tracks. Great clamor comes from a nearby street. With even without breathing, you recognize the smell in the air. Smoke. Uh-oh. Oh, thank God, they're voice acting. My voice is dying. You don't feel the warmth of the fire, but hear it sizzling. Flames erupt in the windows of a two-story building. A line of people passes buckets from a nearby well, but it's not enough.
Stay out of their way.
They are all merely trying to contain the fire as it burns everything inside the building. Anyone stuck inside? We should go help them. Marane, what are you waiting for? Marane.
Marane, what are you waiting for?
We got water powers, girl. Save people. She does not answer you. Her eyes are hostage to the burning building, and you realize she is holding her breath. Her hands, and usually so elegant, are a nod of worry. Oh. She doesn't hear you. You place your hand on her shoulder and she jolts away. The smoke scratches at the back of your throat.
Thank you.
It's what she needs to come back to her senses. Marane steps forward and her arms gently sway in the frenzied motion. The sky crackles with thunder. Marane claws it open and a torrent comes crashing down from a tear in the air. Love the magical abilities. They're pretty. Her eyes are wide and scared. Controlled by her motions, the water drenches the building and chokes out the blaze among the cries of the bystanders. The magic she controls is not kind. It summons the winds that whip your hair on your face. And every time the water slams against the brick, its splashes are like ice cold needles. Once the fire is extinguished, the soot-black water disappears as Marane clenches her fist, a motion that repairs the tear in the sky as well. From the remnants of the door, a figure emerges, a woman in rags. In her charred arms, a frail-looking boy coughs violently. She places the boy down. You swear she smiles at you before disappearing into an alley. The vagrant! The hot lady! You follow her. Among buckets and people, you find her ducking into a shaded alley.
Yes?
You're injured.
I'll survive.
Oh, come on. She should be wrecked by pain. You can see ripe flesh in the cracks of her burned skin. She takes a step forward. The darkness that engulfs her seems to wave at you.
Was she commanding the shadows?
Oh. I'm so curious about this lady. It can't be, yet you saw it with your own eyes.
Wasting time here. She's gone.
Buckets lie abandoned on the side of the street. The crowd is split into small groups, some fearful, some concerned for the boy.
There you are! Where did Marane go? She is in trouble.
Uh-oh. Silas presses herself against the wall and peeks around the corner. You do the same. A hooded figure is talking with Marane in one of the alleys. Oh, is this the hall people?
We have rules for a reason.
You fucking bitch. People were dying.
Breaking them has consequences. Even for someone like you.
I know.
As she takes his hand, she turns towards you, resigned, despairing, and filled with regret.
May she muster the courage to escape those shackles.
Oh, poor Marane. Aw, happy Valentine's Day, Spyro. Thank you. Loomis envelops them. The two are gone before your very eyes. Uh-oh.
That was the warden. The warden?
The warden?
The one that keeps the mages in check.
Did she use magic before?
You see what she did to the sky? She broke it.
She made a storm! Before today, Marane had only used her magic for quaint purposes, lighting candles, drawing baths. That same magic allows her to harness the rage of a storm, fighting against its wild nature to bend to her will. She did follow the warden willingly. That means she'll be fine, right? No, I did mention thank you for the cupcakes. I appreciate it. They're holiday-based. This is Valentine's Day. Hers is resignation, not volition. Do not use those fancy words with me. You both look at the spot where Marane stood. I never thought I'd feel bad for her. The whisper enamored with Marane has always mentioned freedom, and now she had been taken away. Yeah, no, we're gonna go find our girl. Silas? I don't like the face you're making. I gotta go save her. Think we can help her? She needs our help. Can you guess what I want to do? Can you guess what I want to do? Can you guess what I want to do? You want to help her. She groans once you confirm her suspicion with a nod. We can't. The warden didn't take her to a normal gal. He took her to the halls. It's a place where we can't even enter. She sounds quite relieved about it. Have you seen what she can do? Imagine pissing off a legion of them. I'ma try. She looks at you in disbelief. You do know that if something happens to you, the place has no door. You do not waver. She does. Ladies, aid me. Fine, at best, nothing happens. At worst, the mage comes out and asks us why we're bothering them, or does something. Silas seems to convinced that it won't work. The marble walkway leads to the halls and is framed by gentle waves that glitter like jewels. In the distance, formed to being by magic, waterfall plunges and spills over. Does this place give you the chills? Find it quite beautiful? Yeah, that one. Flour is the baker's type of frosting. Oh! Interesting. But I don't think... Are you not supposed to bake frosting? I didn't think frosting gets baked. Also, hi, Violets! Is Lucifer the one where it's like a live action show? I think I've heard of it. I hope you haven't fun watching it. Not saying it isn't, just that it's wrong. It's too perfect. Where's the algae or the lime scale? Every inch is sparkling clean, and even the ivory that crawls along the walls do so in such a perfectly straight line. Oh, intriguing. I'll have to take a look at it sometime. Is that the reason most people avoid coming here? That, and the risk of running into a mage. You approach the waterfall expecting to feel slightly chillier, or to have the water splash on you. But it doesn't. And are your eyes deceiving you? Is there a waterfall at all? Please don't touch it. I'm gonna touch it. You pass your hand through the water and feel nothing. Not the force of it pushing against you, not the freshness of the water, not it's splashing against you. But you do see the stream part, and the drops hit you, and only your eyes are deceived. Anybody ever try to walk in? Someone who isn't a mage, you mean? Yeah, definitely. I think I know someone who lost a bet and had to try, and failed, obviously. You reach deeper into the waterfall and feel nothingness, the lack of anything solid to stop you. I can walk in. No, you can't. Nobody can. Watch me. Watch me. Chissy, no, wait, don't. Bye. You step into the waterfall, and for a moment, the purest darkness envelops you. It's strangely comforting in its lack of everything. Of smells, of sights, of sounds. And then, you blink, and a wondrous view steals your breath away. A golden field as far as the eye can see. Above you, a perfect blue sky showers the wheat with warm light, but there is no sun. There is no life, no insects on the grains, no birds on the sky, no worms in the soil. The only landmark is a gargantuan olive tree that spirals and gnarls atop the gentle hill. I'll go with the tree. The wheat parts for you, fanning prettily with the grace of a dancer. You only take a few steps before you spot a figure lying down, the shade of a chapbook on their face. The young man dressed in blue. Once the wheat parts next to him, his head jolts towards you and he lets out a startled cry. I lost a track of time. I was supposed to... Oh, I think I remember this kid. He was in the demo. Aha! His face scrunches in confusion. He stands up. He towers over you with his height, but his beardless cheeks betray just how young he is. Miss, are you lost? God, he's so fucking tall. That's a relief. He doesn't suspect a thing. Looking for a friend. What are you doing here? I am indeed lost. I need to find Indogatrix Emerita. I need to find the Indogatrix Emerita. She's probably in her chambers, or the library, or the study. Could you lead me to her chambers? I can't go there.
Oh, lectures resumed 15 minutes ago.
Is that the final love interest? Behind you, a man clears his lenses. Clears the lenses of his spectacles before donning them.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was Save your excuses for the instructor.
He seems like an asshole. I'm kind of into it. Just like that, young Paolo is dismissed. His eyebrows bow apologetically to you before he trots away. You blink and he's gone. The stern-looking man, however, isn't. Pretty strings fall from his ears and his finely shaped face. Ooh, I love a dangling ear. Ah, so pretty. Not even the hue of his glasses can mistake how piercing his eyes are. They could eviscerate you, yet remain distant.
How did you manage to breach the wards?
Don't fucking question shit. Unlike the young man, he knows you're an intruder. Bargain.
I'll tell you, if you tell me where Indigatrix Emerita Marane is.
Indigatrix, not Indogatrix. Okay, that's on me. You steal a grin from him.
Brazen. I didn't expect you to throw all discretion away. Marane mentioned a woman without memories to me. You must be her.
No.
Is she safe?
Why shouldn't she be?
Because of the warden.
I take it she was forcibly returned to the halls.
There it is, a gaze so sharp it eviscerates
She'll
you.
need her privileges back to continue her studies of you. Someone who can breach the wards of the halls.
A smile softens his eyes.
Go. I'll make a case for her once she stands in front of the council.
Yippee! Thank you, mage. Thank you. He bows to
Meet me
you.
outside and take a step back.
That sounds too simple.
You do as he said, and the blue sky disappears, and so does the endless field of golden wheat. Comfortable nothingness surrounds you, and then...
Ladies in the heavens above! You're back! You're back!
God, I love Silas. She's just like a... Not even a golden retriever, because she's very smart, but she's like an orange cat. She's very orange cat coded. Silas jumps up and grabs your shoulder.
You're real.
Marane is...
No. Before we talk about this, you need to promise me to never do something like that again.
Okay. I won't do it in front of you. Promise.
That was easier than I thought.
I don't want to see you worry.
Her pout is softened by the redness blooming on her
If I
cheeks.
hadn't seen you charge into that waterfall, I'd almost believe you.
She elbows your arm.
Don't make it a habit.
Uh-huh.
I won't.
So, what happened in there? Is the mist safe?
Think she is.
You tell her about the field of endless gold, and the young mage lost in his chapbook, and the dour man that cornered you. I'm surprised they didn't incinerate you on sight. Think the young man wouldn't even harm a fly. The stern man reminded me of Marane. Was he also dripping in gold and looking down at you? I don't know how much he could look, he could truly do with those spectacles. It was the way he spoke. Yeah, he had the energy of an asshole. Indirect, calculating, smarmy. I wouldn't go that far. You did not leave the halls of Marane, but you at least know that she is safe, and your visit might have contributed to the lessening of her punishment. Can we, get out of here? Where to? How about the temple? Right, my job. I can read things. Unlike the ethereal beauty of the halls, the temple carries the mark of people throughout. Years of intense smoke has blackened the stucco. The marble columns have chips and cracks. The people gathered underneath the yellow drapes, some newer and bright, some old and faded. The cooler inside is pierced by light that pours from the ceiling and mercilessly highlighting the footprints and dirt on the marble tiles. If it isn't Chussy, it's me. The priest of yesterday stands up from his kneeler to approach you with a smile. Hey, brother. Good afternoon. I don't imagine you are here to offer your services. You exchange a look with Silas, who shrugs. It's up to you. You find it hard to refuse coin. Wonderful. I'll come back in the evening then. Later. The priest leaves to inform the crier outside, and after several minutes, people begin to approach your table with various missives. Oh my god, this is such a beautiful character design! Never heard of this word. How does one pronounce it? Your second encounter with someone from Banu Havidyar is with an elegantly dressed merchant. You gather from your interactions with her that the Havidian alphabet is completely different from the one used in Keralise, and that makes deciphering bad handwriting even more of a challenge. This looks like it's misspelling of vascular. I will tell my friend to revise the difference between the P and the Q. Thank you. Among the lighter messages, you notice several funerary notices from the countryside. Very few tears are shed. The people of Keralise seem accustomed to death. Every time your thoughts drift to Marane and her predicament, someone in need approaches you. I'm sorry, miss. I'd be grateful if you could read this for me. The servant hands you a crumpled scrap of paper with a scorch mark. The message is sooty and smells like smoke. It looks like it was scavenged from a hearth. Oh, was it the house that caught on fire? Was it that one? It says, "The infant had your brother's eyes." Oh. Oh, that's not great. The use of past tense gives you pause. Yes? Where did you take this from? It's not important. Please, tell me what it says. The infant had your brother's eyes. She inhaled sharply. The Lady of Dusk took such a liking to them. Silent sobs shakes her frame, choked out by her raspy breath. Her eyes transfixed onto the scrap of paper, filled with tears. Call for the priest. You don't know how to comfort her, but you know someone who can do it. Stay here. I'm calling for help. As you leave to find the priest, you see him approach you. Brother, one look is all he needs to know what he needs to do. He offers her his hands and does not flinch when her grasp is shaky and desperate. Breathe in, breathe out. Try to do it when I tell you. He nods towards you, and then at some people that gathered to observe the situation. You nod back and address the bystanders. There's nothing to see here. When he leads her to one of the inner chambers, you follow them from a distance and stay at the doorstep. You're safe here. But my baby. Woman bearing the signs of a recent pregnancy. Oh no. A message plucked from the ashes and fire in elegant script. An infant returned to dusk. You don't know for how long she cries, lulled by the shadows and the priest's soothing words. The woman becomes so exhausted she falls asleep by the desk. The priest approaches you with a troubled whisper. I'm afraid to ask what caused this. You show him the scrap of paper and he examines it against the light. Bears no heraldry. A shame. Not like we'd be able to do much. Sprout furrows. He's a servant of light, and yet shadows encroach upon his heart, like thorns, making it bleed with rage. May she deny the murders of the succor of the heavens. Wouldn't the city guard be able to do anything? Resignation weighs heavy on his shoulders. That was the plot of the noble house, I fear. And judging from his quiet fury, they are untouchable. Would you mind keeping an eye on this poor soul? My brothers and sisters of the Prime are better equipped at dealing with this kind of matters than I'll ever be. I'll call for one of them. Alright, brother. I never introduced myself, did I? You can call me Mattia. Thank you, Mattia. Mattia. The woman drifts in and out of consciousness. She does not speak to you, but you stay close in case she needs anything. The priest and priestess of the Prime that come to assist her bear a stretcher, but she prefers to walk. What will happen to her? They will give her shelter and calming herbs, and help her heal. Can nothing be done? May the ladies turn their backs against that accursed house. Brother Mattia's shoulders sag. I think you should call it a day. Hopefully, if Dawn wills it, tomorrow you'll have a merrier messages to read. You can't stop thinking about what happened. You can't get the image of the mourning woman out of your head. Her despair resonates with you and felt like your own. Felt like a scrap of the abyss tucked into her heart. You find Silas waiting for you outside the temple. Do you feel a bit better? No. You can't say you do, no. Perhaps dinner will lift your spirits. Before we go to the Rose, can we stop by the seamstresses?